There's a chessboard cross. All right. There's a puzzle in Eris's world. All right. All right. Let's go see. I'm being told there's something inside this place. Oh my God. So I actually haven't gotten all the chess pieces. Basic, join my Discord and show me your perspective. All right, chat. I'm now observing Basic, who has actually gotten pieces. Oh, it says pick up the king. Can you get close to it? Let me see what's happening here.
Yeah.
All right, so we have
like Sunder Doctrine.
Well, we have a we also have a checkmate scenario here. I think we have a checkmate scenario here. All right, go ahead and pick up the king.
Okay.
So it does launch us into a mission. Oh my God. Dude, it's like that scene from Harry Potter.
6 said this is called the middle game.
The middle game.
Which would, make sense with like, we had the opening last week, middle game.
Oh my God.
Oh, when you walk near them, they disappear. Is there something back here?
That is some cool stuff right there.
If you step in, Cross, if you step in there, look at your left of your screen. Like, step in any of them, it says that you have moves.
Bishop moves remaining times 7.
So I have pawn moves remaining times 15 when I'm in the pawn.
Take actions. This says take actions remaining times 7 as well. Queen moves times 2.
Oh. Okay. If you stand in them and shoot the board, it spawns one where you shoot. So I just shot a bishop right there. Like, just shoot the board, you get a marker and it spawns one.
Let me look at this real quick. Let me go look. That's actually not a bad spot right there. Hold on, let me put the bishop right here. There we go, baby. There we go. Oh, shit. All right, let me take a look. Okay, so we got to be very selective with our movement here.
Yeah.
There's a pace spin with all the moves to finish. All right, let's restart then. This is about to make it so easy. Round 1, e6. Pawn.
On e6.
Should be literally this one right here.
Yeah, if you could shoot him, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right, rook h8. So it'll be h8, rook h8. Wow. So go ahead and burn a rook this early. Ain't that something? Pawn e5. E5 is pawn. So it'll be this one right here. That's for round 3. Okay. Dang, brother. Dang, some big brain stuff. Round 4, knight d4, pawn e4. Okay, d4. And then it'll be pawn e4. So right next to it would be another pawn. So 2 pawns there. Actually, no. Knight was d4, pawn was e4. There you go. Knight d4, pawn e4, right. And then pawn f4. There we go. Yes. Okay, round 5, knight d5. d5, which is going to be here. Knight on d5. Excellent. And then next to it is pawn e6. Pawn e6. That should be right up in here. Perfect. Okay, next one, super easy. Pawn d1. Wow, there we go. All right, pawn d7. There we go. Next one is bishop e5. Right there.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Pawn f4. Okay, pawn f4, and then knight g7.
This one? Yeah.
Yep. All right, knight c6, rook d2. Knight c6. And rook d2.
I placed the pawn by accident.
Okay.
That was me. I put the pawn there by accident. I thought this was a pawn.
All right. Next one is delete black knight f6. Wow, dude. That's crazy. And just like that, man, there's some big brain moves right now. Okay. Next one is knight c6. Knight c6. Pawn e4 as well. The knight c6. And then pawn e4. Hold on. Pawn e4. E4.
E4?
Yeah, it's supposed to be pawn e4. Maybe d5. Maybe it means d5 or something. Try d5.
Which is next one? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that was a typo, guys. Typo on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then round 11, pawn c6, pawn d7. Pawn c6.
And pawn...
Pawn d7. And then pawn e6. So essentially 3 pawns there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, round 12, take bishop e4. So e4, which would be this one right here. We convert it to ours. There we go.
Now just bishop e5.
Yep. Perfect, perfect. I pawn b7. So that'll be this one right here. Okay.
F7.
And then knight h8.
Where are we? Oh yeah, knight.
Knight is h8. It says. It's saying right here. H8 is right here in this corner.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So knight d7, knight e7. Nice. Very nice. Delete pawn at f2. So f2 will be right up in here. So delete pawn. And then knight where the pawn was. Yep. Beautiful. All right, take bishop c3. Good stuff. Good stuff. And take bishop f6. So the one right here. Yep. Perfect. Bishop c5. Okay. Knight d3. So d3.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. And then knight f5. There we go. Good stuff. Delete white bishop d7. So d7 be this one right here. And then delete white bishop e2.
Where is it? Oh, right there.
Ah, that's crazy, man.
A bunch of singles.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so bishop e8. Bishop e8. That's wild. Bishop e2. I'll be right over here. Beautiful. Knight e5. Up in here. Wow, you could do all these just with ones. Knight e3. Perfect. Now delete knight d5.
Oh, it's this one.
Okay. Now knight c4. That should be right here.
Pawns b6 and b7 less this thing. Let me just try it.
Ooh. And then a knight at h3.
So they used 5 for this one.
This is the one that we did earlier, and they did double pawns for it. And whereas we burnt our queen. That's right.
There you go.
Pawns b6 and b7. That's good stuff, Les. All right, take knight f5. F5. So this one right here in the middle. We take that one.
This one, yeah.
Yep. Now we delete the queen. D4. No destiny 4, everybody. This one right here. Okay. Delete the pawn. H4. Delete this pawn. A lot of deletes there. Queen D7. So queen is going to be D7. Put a queen right here. There we go. Okay. Good stuff. Now, this is just 2 moves right here. Knight B4. Or actually 3 moves. Knight B4. So knight B4 right here. This would be on... wait, on this side right here. Yep. Knight B4. And then bishop is going to be D5. So D5 is going to put it right there in the middle. Kind of like what we had last time, yeah. And then, but this time they use they burn their second and final queen here at Queen E7.
Yep.
All right. Now here comes this crazy thing. All right, so take Knight C4. Yeah, it's a lot of take. Knight C4. So it's gonna be like up in this area if you could see where he's shooting. Right, okay, so now take Knight D6.
Yep.
Good stuff. Take Knight E3.
Rip E3.
Okay, and then take Knight F5. So this was just all take on this one. Wait.
Didn't work.
Did not work.
Oh, no. I shot the wrong one. I shot, we were shooting F6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, so F5 right here. There it is, guys.
Nice. Damn,
there it is.
Adepts.
Dude, I've gotten so many shiny adepts today, guys, which is what you can get from doing this run right here,
the
guys.
game begins once more. Oh, is it just gonna restart itself, I guess? This thing over here, Cross, it says offer your answer. You see that too? Oh.
I interacted. There's someone said there's a water bowl on the right.
Right here. It says the water reveals.
Oh. Reveal unique chessboard in an unknown space. Oh! Am I supposed to be taking screenshots of this?
I don't know. I'm recording it anyway, but...
That's the third different one I've seen. Check your frequency on the left. 2361. I think I can keep doing this as many times as I want, I believe.
It might change each time, though. If people are saying, nah, it looks the same.
Frequency 2361 is what I'm getting.
Hold on. Let me go in a spot that you were at before, and I'll take a screenshot, and then we can just recreate it, I guess, and then offer our answers.
Oh my God.
We have to do.
Chad, we're not going to sleep tonight, are we? So, Chad, just to give you kind of a rundown of what just transpired. Essentially, you have a number of chess pieces that we put out a guide on last week as well, but essentially chess pieces that you've collected. When we first entered this room, you had to essentially find ways to put the king in checkmate with the different pieces that you have. And you have to use them very strategically or you're going to run out of pieces by the time you get to the end. That's why there's that Pastebin article that's being shared around right now that shows the correct ways to place all your pieces. That way you don't run into any issues because you got to essentially do that 27 times, 27 times. But you have to do it in that correct order. And the good thing is as you're doing all of that, you're getting great loot and great rewards. I mean, actually, this is pretty terrible. But you get some shiny adepts. And if you're like me, I have not gotten any shiny adepts. And so hopefully some of these are worth a damn. Anyways, once you get done with all of this, guys, and you successfully put in all those codes, you of course get some weapon drops. But then you'll be able to come over here, hit the water reveals. It shows our frequency number there, 2361. And I don't know if this means
that's different. That one, sorry, not the number. That board is different.
That board is different. Did I just reset things?
If you're getting 2361, what was it, Cross? Right?
2361.
I get a different number every time I do it.
That board.
I think it's per player.
It might be. Hold on.
If I do it, oh no, that was you basic. That was you, Cross. What'd you get?
I didn't do anything, but I get. Oh, now I got 3770.
Wait, Cross, you did that though? Like you got that one?
No, I got two.
I did that one. 3770. I clicked it.
Okay.
Where are you seeing the frequency when you interact?
On the bottom left. Bottom left. It should pop up for all of us. Hold on.
You just have to be close enough because I'm not seeing the frequency.
It's look, it's popping up in the bottom left.
It's tied per person, I think. I think if I do it, it's 3770. Cross does it is 2361.
Anyways, this is all leading us to a community puzzle here, everybody. And I don't know exactly how many different sequences we have, but let me pull up this article here that Relentless just shared with us. There's a link that was just shared with me by Relentless where we put in our buff number. So we type in what it is our number is, and then we upload an image of that. When it pans us up over the top of the board, we upload an image to there. And I think this is gonna be everybody in the community essentially collecting images of their chessboards. All right, chat, how do y'all feel? We've got a community puzzle.
It's per character.
Is it per character or is it tied to your instance?
It's per character. Well, I just changed characters.
I'm scared. Apparently, it's 1 code per hour per character.
Yeah. So I just loaded back. So I loaded back in on my warlock who I was on before, and I got the same exact code. So it must be character based in one way or another.
But you can, so you could essentially get 3 different codes per hour.
Yeah, maybe it's per hour. I don't know if it's the. But
yeah, if it is, so essentially you can hit all your different characters. All right, well, chat, let's just collect all these images. I will say this: we don't have access to the black pieces. How do we get those? All right, guys, I think this is just going to be one of those things that data on this will be collected throughout the week.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.